everybody, and happy Xur Day. Xur is back in the tower for his first visit of 2015. Now, I actually had a little bit of a feeling that he was going to be bringing us something that I wanted, and I was kind of correct. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys his location, which you can see on the screen right now. We're going to be going through the exotics that he has for sale, the upgradable exotics that he has, and I'm also going to be giving you guys my opinion of which exotics are worth purchasing. So first up, we're going to be taking a look at what's available for Titans. We have some exotic pants for Titans called the MK.44 Stand Asides. And what these are going to give you is strength of 156, carry more ammo for heavy weapons, and it also increases the duration that shoulder charge remains active. Next up for hunters, we have Don't Touch Me gauntlets, which give you discipline of 97. They make it to where taking damage from a melee attack makes you briefly invisible. It increases the reload speed with special weapons, and it also increased super energy gained from killing minions of the darkness. And for Warlocks, we have Starfire Protocol, which has an intellect of plus 155, and the perks that it has on it is you gain an additional fusion grenade, you carry more ammo for fusion rifles, and you carry more ammo for heavy weapons. And the weapon that Xur has for sale is Dragon's Breath. I actually did a review when I first got Dragon's Breath, so if you're interested in watching that, I will leave a link in the description and an annotation on the video for all you PC watchers. And what Dragon's Breath does is this launcher's tube can hold 3 shells, and also rounds fired from this weapon leave a solar flare upon detonation. Also, we have available for us a arm engram and of course exotic shards. And the exotic items that you can upgrade this week are the Knucklehead Radar, the Aclifoliage Symbiote, I never know how to say that freaking thing, the Crest of Alpha Lupi, the Armamentarium, the Apotheosis Veil, Heart of Praxic Fire, which I want really bad, Galahorn, which I know everyone wants, Thunderlord, Patience in Time, Pocket Infinity, Universal Remote, and the Last Word. Sorry for my dog barking. Now to give you guys my opinion on the exotics and whether they are worth you picking up. So obviously the Titan pants are only going to be useful for people that like to use shoulder charge. I don't think that it's going to be useful for PvE at all, because who runs around shoulder charging in raids? I don't think anybody does that. But if you're someone that likes to use shoulder charge a lot in PvP, then you can go ahead and pick it up. But I still think that the Helm of Inmost Light and the Armamentarium are better exotics in general for Titans. But if you do like to shoulder charge a lot, you might as well go ahead and pick this up if you do have some strange coins available. But there are definitely exotics that are better than this one for Titans. Moving on to my thoughts of the Hunter gauntlets. Now, when I first initially saw these gauntlets, I was like, whoa, they're terrible. They're the worst things ever. Why would anybody ever get that? But then today when Xur was selling it and I was looking over it and I was thinking, they're actually really good for PvE. If you're someone like me that runs the Invisible Blade Dancer build when you PvE, this is actually really good because it gives you another way to turn invisible. I get meleeed a lot when I'm in PvE. Someone will spawn behind me, I'll get meleeed, and then I'm like panicking and I'll die. Well, what this item will actually do for you is when you do get surprised in those situations, you will turn invisible and possibly save your life. So I'm always someone who has to go invisible and revive people. When I'm soloing the raid or duoing the raid, I'm responsible for going invisible and doing a lot of the dirty in-your-face work. So these arms are gonna actually be really good for me in PvE. So if you are someone that runs that invisible build for blade dances in PvE, I would say pick this up, because I personally, in my opinion, I would say that it's the best exotic to use in PvE for blade dancers. Next, moving on to the exotic for Warlocks. I love this thing. I think it's awesome. And the reason that I think it's awesome is because what I use on my Warlock is what I like to call a burn build. So I will have the talent that makes every grenade ignite enemies, and then I also have the talent that makes all of your burn damage last for longer. Now there's also also a talent for Sunsingers where you gain an additional grenade. What this exotic armor piece allows you to do is to already have that talent, basically. You get 2 fusion grenades and you can run the burn build in its full capacity. So it basically enables you not to have to use that gain an additional perk. So I really like that. I definitely recommend picking it up for sure. I recommend that if you are a Warlock, you pick this up because I think it's awesome. And lastly, looking at Dragon's Breath, I did do a full review if you want to see that. Like I said before, you can go and check that out. But in my opinion, if you are someone that does not have Galahorn, Dragon's Breath is like a slightly worse version of Galahorn. It leaves something in a stationary place that does damage over time, whereas Galahorn actually does damage by following the person. So if you don't have Galahorn, I would recommend that you do pick up Dragon's Breath until Galahorn comes along. Of course, if you're super short on strange coins and you don't think that you can get enough for next week's exotic weapon, I would say don't pick up Dragon's Breath because Galahorn might be for sale and you might not have enough. But if you do have enough strange coins, Dragon's Breath is going to be a kind of a filler for Galahorn. It's definitely not as good as Galahorn, but I would say that if you don't have anything like Galahorn, you might as well go ahead and pick up Dragon's Breath. So that is it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. I personally bought the Warlock item, the Hunter item, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. I don't need to upgrade anything either. So I bought those 2 things, which I'm super happy with. I'm very happy with those items. So let me know in the comment section what you're going to be picking up from Xur this week, and I'll speak to you all later. Bye.